This is a Flying Cow production.
Sup, losers? We are here for movie battles. You know what we do here. Disney, Pixar, movie trivia. We got some people to play. Not doing it alone. Of course, as always, I have here the, Dr. Megs. How we doing, Megan? We good?
I've got all my numbers here, all in order.
Good.
Somehow you're still here, but we'll make it work
am.
regardless.
I am. Yeah, I know it's been a little bit not in charge anymore, but
Oh, darn.
I am still here to bring the flavor, to bring the eyeballs. Okay, they can't get rid of me completely because they know if they do, eyeballs go away. I am here. People are here for me, the hammer. That's right. But we're also here for a match. Today, we have quite the match. We have the Philosopher, Kevin Poss, taking on the Fairest, Amanda VanHiel. Of course, both of these competitors won a match in the tournament. They both lost a match in the tournament, but they're here now to see, what their fortunes might be in season 2.
It's a new season and a new year, so anything's possible.
Absolutely. So what do you say we go ahead and bring in today's competitors?
Let's go for it.
All right. Introducing first, representing that which we are, with a record of 2 wins, 1 defeat, and 2 knockouts. He is the Philosopher, Kevin Poss. How we doing?
Hello. I'm doing well. Glad to be back, and looking forward to another match. How are you?
Absolutely. It is, of course, always a pleasure to have, a man of learning here with us, the Philosopher, here with us to, show all these folks out there who think they know something, how little they actually know. So, Kevin, I got to say, how excited are you for this opportunity to, show your stuff here today?
Yeah, ever since going down in the tournament, I have been itching to get back in the ring, and so watching the rest of the tournament, and this new season, I'm really excited to get back in the ring. And all I have to say is, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the smartest of them all?
Ooh,
Well done.
nice.
Well done, sir.
Very nice. All right. Well, I think that we need to go ahead and bring your opponent in. So we will see you in a second, sir. And his opponent, representing Sunshine and Rainbows, with a record of 4 wins, 3 defeats, and 2 knockouts. She is a former #1 contender. She is the fairest of them all, Amanda VanHiel.
Hello.
Amanda, how
Yes.
are we?
Doing great. How about you?
Well, I mean, I'm always amazing. I mean,
Of course you are.
look at me.
Sure.
But yeah, I'm good, and I'm excited to be calling this match. You just coming off of a win. Unfortunately, took out one of my favorites, Andy Too Sweet. But I gotta say, still, you're not bad. You're not bad. But I gotta say, we've the cow has pointed out that you've been on a bit of a pattern here win, loss, win,
Yeah,
loss.
like
You
to
just won.
Keep it a
Are
little
we
back
about
and
to
forth.
lose?
Well, I hope not. Think maybe today will be the day to break the pattern.
I will say from a statistical standpoint, it's always exciting when we see a pattern be broken. So
Do you have a strategy to break this curse?
I know my Disney. That's my strategy.
All right.
okay. All right, girl.
Okay. Well, let us go ahead then, and let's bring the philosopher back in the room. One of the smartest people in the Zoom. One of,
Nice
not
catch.
the
Nice
smartest.
catch. Nice catch.
But-
Mhm.
Okay, so let us go ahead and get started with the rules of round number 1. All right, you guys know how this works. Round number 1, you get 8 questions. You got 15 seconds. You say your answers as well as reveal them. Questions are worth 1 point. You get a perfect round. You get a 1-point bonus question. You got 3 repeats. You got a challenge and no stealing. We all got that, right? You guys know what's going on, right? Right? Yeah.
At least a few of us do.
I've played it once or twice.
I'm glad you're honest about that, Megs. So, competitors, are you ready?
Ready?
Megan, are you ready?
As ready as I ever am. Let's go.
All right, then let's do this. Let's bring the hammer down. And let's get started with round number 1, question number 1 in the category of early classics and classics. These are, of course, the films of the 30s through the 50s. And your question: what Disney animated release number is Bambi? This has to be a question right up your alley, Dr. Megs, with the facts and the figures and the stuff.
It is. I appreciate the extra bit of thought process you have to put into this.
It's true. It's not just something you can rattle off. You got to think about it. You got to, you
Mm-hmm.
got to be
Yes.
able to count to 5.
Oh,
4,
can you?
3, 2, 1. I can count backwards from 5.
Ah,
All right. So let us go ahead. And Kevin, what do we got?
4.
4 is incorrect. Amanda,
5?
it is 5, the 5th Disney animated release. So with that, Amanda goes up by 1, leading 1-0.
All right, we're going to move into our second question in the category of the Renaissance. Movies released mostly in the 90s. In The Little Mermaid, while exploring a sunken ship, Ariel and Flounder are chased by what? Have you ever been chased by anyone?
Well, yeah, adoring fans all the time. Anytime I go on the street, they're like, Amber, you're amazing.
I'm sure that's totally
You know,
accurate
it's
all the
just,
time. I'm
you know,
sure there's no retribution being
I've got
taken.
safe
I'm sure
houses
none
all
of
over
that.
the city just to hide. 5,
Mm.
4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, let's start with Amanda.
Shark.
That is correct. Kevin,
Just turns out good shark.
also correct. So Kevin gets on the board here. Amanda's still up by 1.
That's right. Going into question number 3 now in the category of the dark times. These are, of course, the questions of the 2000s. And your question: what is the name of the young inventor who is taken to the future in Meet the Robinsons?
A charming flick. Not many people's top, but definitely charming still.
No, I mean, I will say, there's some funny stuff, also some annoying stuff, but it's
I think you would know a lot about annoying.
yeah, I have to deal with that all the time. 5, 4, 3, right. And Kevin, starting with you, sir.
I can only remember Goob.
Goob is incorrect. And Amanda.
I put Robinson Jr.
Oh, not quite. We were looking for Lewis.
Lewis. Okay.
Lewis. Little Lewis.
Yes,
Right.
yes, indeed. We're going to go into our fourth question, which is going to be in the category of Pixar. Who provided the voice of Finn McMissile in Cars 2?
Two. Did they really need a second one of those?
I enjoyed the third one. I could have done without the middle one, but
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm not a huge fan of Cars films. I mean, their windshields are eyes. Then what are the lights and who gives them gas?
it's art. It's
real
art,
weird.
you know, something you may not know anything about. So,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
all right, let's start with Amanda.
I'm very embarrassed that I don't know this, so I didn't write anything down, despite the fact this is one of my favorite movies.
Kevin, what did you have?
Okay.
It is Michael Caine.
Okay.
Michael Caine, that's right. And with that, Kevin ties the game 2-2-2. 2-2-2. It's fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's just continue.
All right, so scores tied at 2. Going into question number 5 in the category of hybrid and Muppets. These are, of course, the hybrid films, combination live action, animation, and Muppets. And your question. In the original Pete's Dragon, Lampy and Nora run a what? Original Pete's Dragon. You know, I gotta say, been rewatching some of these movies, and
Good for you.
there's actually some fun songs in this one. It's you know, kind of some interesting, some of which, you know, defy words. There's literally a song where the dragon just goes
Get a repeat.
the whole time. Oh yeah, sure, repeat. That's
Yeah,
Kevin's first one. All right, and your question. In the original Pete's Dragon, Lampy and Nora run a what? So yeah, I'm like, you know, how do you write down sound effects?
Well, you know, people figure that out.
Well, better people than me. Well,
Clearly.
I say that? No.
Clearly.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. And we are starting with Kevin. Did that repeat pay off?
Not Delhi.
Delhi is incorrect, although that would have been an interesting movie. Amanda.
You know, I put restaurant, so not
That
much
is
better.
Also incorrect. We were looking for Lighthouse. They are lighthouse keepers. All right. So still tied at 2, going into question number 6.
And that question is going to be in the category of The Decline and Wilderness. Movies released in the 60s to the 80s. In 101 Dalmatians, Sergeant Tibbs is what type of animal?
Yeah. 101 Dalmatians. I gotta say, that's a lot of dogs.
That is very much a lot of dogs.
It's a lot of dogs. I don't think that would be possible to keep that many dogs.
Apparently they tried.
Yeah. Apparently, I think that would be a very dark story if we continued along that path. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right, let's start with Amanda.
All right, it's been a while. I don't remember. A horse?
A horse is not the animal we're looking for. Kevin, did you have it?
Sergeant Tibbs is a cat.
He is a cat.
Hey.
There is a horse, but
I knew there was a horse
Tib-
in it. I
Tibbs
couldn't
is
remember
not.
what his name was.
All right, so with that, Kevin takes a 1-point lead, 3-2, kind of a low-scoring first round. Let's see if they can pick it up with these next couple of questions. And of course, the next category is package film.
Yeah.
every
All right,
yes.
and your question. Which package film ends with the segment Aquareia do Brasil?
Mildly impressed with that pronunciation.
You're
Mildly.
welcome. I mean, you should be more than mildly, but you know, I get, you know, sometimes it's hard to understand how to feel about greatness. So I get it. You'll get there. You'll get there.
Oh, I'm sure I will not enjoy the process.
3, 2, and 1. All right, and we are going to start with the Philosopher.
I stuck with it. I went with 3 Caballeros.
That is incorrect. Next up, Amanda.
Saludos, amigos.
Saludos amigos is correct. And with that, these competitors going back and forth. Amanda ties it back up at 3 apiece, going into the final question.
Yes, and our final question here is going to be in the category of the CG revolution, the 2010s to the present. What film from this era was released in 2010? Slipping in that movie release dates question,
That's
ever
right.
so slyly.
Mhm. Yeah, it you know, can you know, throw you for a loop sometimes. It's like, "Ooh, what was that? You know,
A concept you're well aware of.
Oh, I'm very aware of causing confusion. Absolutely. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Oh, all right. Right at the
Just
buzzer.
in the nick of time.
Right at the
All right.
buzzer. That is your second one, Kevin.
Absolutely. In the CG revolution, what film from this era was released in 2010?
Sometimes you just need a second. To,
Yeah,
you know,
we're kind of getting them warmed up in here, so let's give them a chance to get some points on the board here.
absolutely. Kevin's just getting warmed up there. You know,
Mhm,
ready
yeah.
to come out fighting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whatever. All right.
Sure. Amanda, we'll start with you.
Tangled.
Tangled is correct. Kevin, did that repeat help you?
Oh, Princess and the Frog.
Oh, so close.
1 off. So with that, Amanda takes a 1-point lead, 4-3, going into round number 2. So let's go ahead and take a look at the rules for round number 2. All right, like I said, you guys know how this works. Round number 2, you spin a wheel. You don't like it, you can spin again. Opponent's choice, bad. You get 4 questions worth 2 points. You can go to multiple choice, but then you only get 1 point. You got 15 seconds. If you miss it, your opponent can steal. Repeats, challenges, you still got them. We good? We're good. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, Amanda, you currently have a 1-point lead going into round number 2. So, you got a choice to make. Would you like to spin first, or would you like to defer to your opponent?
I'll go ahead and spin.
All right. So, Amanda is going to spin first. So, we are going to go ahead and bring up that wheel for Amanda. Amanda, can you see the wheel?
I can.
All right, then, Amanda, this spin is yours. Something good. Oh, and we've landed on package films. Wonder what Amanda's gonna do here.
No, we are respinning.
Okay. All right.
Not
With
blaming
that,
her at all on
Amanda-
this one.
Amanda exhibiting fear. I'll have to, mark that one away. But we have landed instead on early classics and classics. These are, of course, the films of the 30s through the 50s mostly. And Amanda, I'd ask you how you feel about it, but it doesn't matter. You're stuck with it.
It's fine. It's not package film, so.
True. It's true. All right. So we are going to go ahead and we're going to bring up 4 questions in the category of early classics and classics. And Amanda, aren't you lucky? I'm going to be asking these questions to you.
Oh, I'm honored.
I know you. It's all right. Contain your.
Can we get moving?
Yeah.
Let's get moving.
Yeah, we'll get moving. Here we go. All right. Starting with question number 1 in the category of early classics and classics. In Cinderella, what item does the fairy godmother almost send Cinderella to the ball without making?
I'm fairly certain I know it, but I'm going to take multiple choice just to be on the safe side.
Certainly. All right. So multiple choice it is. All right. And your options there are, is it A, the carriage, B, her dress, C, horses, or D, the coachman?
The coachman.
Coachman is incorrect. So, Kevin, you have the opportunity to steal. And the question is, in Cinderella, what item does the fairy godmother almost send Cinderella to the ball without making? Is it A, the carriage, B, her dress, C, horses, or D, the coachman?
Horses.
Horses is also incorrect. She almost goes without her dress.
Oh.
Her dress.
See, I was
Still
thinking
all in
shoes because she made
rags.
such a big deal about it.
Well, the shoes were part of the dress. Made them all at the same time.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. All right. So, with that, we missed the first question, but no steals. So, we're still at
We're
the
still
same
good?
score. Yeah, still good. Going into question number 2. And that question is, what was the name of Honest John's silent sidekick in Pinocchio?
Oh, God, I can't remember. Multiple choice.
All right. Choice it is, and your options there. Is it A, Freddy Fox, B, Gideon the cat, C, Charlie the rabbit, or D, Walter Catlett?
Gideon the cat.
Gideon the cat is correct for 1 point. All right, moving into question number 3. In Dumbo, after Dumbo's mother is in prison, what does the sign on her cage say?
Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice it is. And your options there. Your options there. Is it A, Mad Elephant, B, Beware of Elephant, C, Warning, or D, Danger Elephant?
A mad elephant.
A Mad Elephant is correct.
Okay.
For 1 point. All right, so doing all right here, currently up by 3, going into the final question in this round. Gifted vocalist Peggy Lee provided multiple voices in Lady and the Tramp? Darling, the Siamese Cats, and which other character?
I don't know if I don't know the character's name. Do you need the actual name of the character or? Okay, then multiple choice.
Okay. Multiple choice it is. All right, and your options are, is it A, Lady, B, Aunt Sarah, C, Peg, or D, Iris?
Peg?
Peg is correct.
Okay.
For 1 point. All right, so with that, at the end of that round, Amanda currently leads by 4, 7, 2, 3. So Kevin has a great round here. He can get quite the lead, but we will have to bring up the wheel and see what he can accomplish. All right. So Kevin, can you see the wheel?
Yeah.
All right, then this wheel is yours. All right, looking for something good. Don't know what that might be. Ooh, is it Decline and Wilderness, the films of the 60s through the 80s? Maybe.
I'm gonna keep it.
All right, and Kevin has decided to keep Decline and Wilderness. So we're gonna bring up 4 questions in that category, and Kevin, I'm sorry, I can't ask these questions to you. You're stuck with Megs.
Oh, I think we'll just do just fine. Thank you. You can step away now. Kevin, we'll start off with your. Would you stop? Question number 1. What city do Roger, Anita, and the dogs live in 101 Dalmatians?
London.
London is correct for the full 2 points. Question number 2. In The Great Mouse Detective, what is the name of the bumbling bat who's Radigan's right-hand henchman?
Multiple choice.
Of course, I can provide you 4 options there. Is it A, Bartholomew, B, Fidget, C, Moriarty, D, Bigwit?
Can you repeat D?
The option for D
Yeah.
is Bigwit.
D, final answer.
D as in dog?
No.
Is incorrect. So we're going to go over to Amanda. I will reread you the question and the options. In The Great Mouse Detective, what is the name of the bumbling bat who's Radigan's right-hand henchman? Is it A, Bartholomew, B, Fidget, C, Moriarty, or D, Bigwit?
A, Bartholomew.
Bartholomew is also incorrect. I was looking for Fidget.
Oh man. Okay.
That's,
Very, very close options there. So
yeah, that's a,
very, very close. All right. We'll go ahead and move into your 3rd question here, Kevin. What is the name of the old woman who takes in the orphan Todd in The Fox and the Hound?
multiple choice.
Of course, your options are, is it A, Big Mama, B, Mrs. Slade, C, Dinky, or D, Widow Tweed?
Widow Tweed, final answer.
Widow Tweed is correct. All right, Kevin, I've got one final question here for you in the category of the decline and wilderness. All right, see if you can tie or take the lead here with this question. What Winnie the Pooh actor provides the voice of Rockfort the Mouse in The Aristocats?
Take multiple choice.
Absolutely. Your options are, is it A, Paul Winchell, B, Sterling Holloway, C. Junius Matthews, or D. John Fiddler?
B.
B as in boy
Yes.
is correct. It is Sterling Holloway.
All right. And with that, Kevin ties it up.
Back
7
and forth we go.
to 7. Going into round number 3. Who is going to win? I don't know.
Well, how about you get to the rules of round number 3 and we can find out.
I'm getting there. The people are here to see me. Okay, so all right.
Debatable.
All right, here we go. With the rules of round number 3. All right, in this round, you guys know you get three numbers from 1 to 20. You get 3 questions, 2, 3, 5 points respectively. You got 15 seconds to answer. No stealing or multiple choice in this round. And you still got your repeats and your challenges. I think we all know.
And I think it might be helpful to point out, I believe Kevin only has 1 repeat left and Amanda has all 3.
That she does. Should we give her a star for that?
Like stars.
Oh, you're in charge today, so I'll give you that choice
All right,
now.
that works. All right. I'll look at
Don't let it go to your head.
Okay, so let us go ahead and move forward with these questions. So, we are currently tied, but Amanda came in today as the favorite. Okay? I don't know that that's true for everybody. But, you know. Anyway, Amanda, you get to choose your 3 numbers first. What 3 numbers would you like?
And what's my range of numbers again?
1 through 20.
Okay. Let's see. 3, 7, and 10.
3, 7, and 10. All right. And Kevin.
Going with 11, 20, and 6.
11, 20, and 6. All right. Then we are going to go ahead with Kevin tied. So no threat of, TKOs or anything like that. But you get the opportunity to make the first strike. All right. With this 2-point question, you chose number 11. And that is the category of movie quotes. All right. And your question. In what film will you hear the quote, "I spill wasabi on my shirt one time, people, one time"?
The Emperor's New Groove.
That is incorrect. We were looking for Big Hero 6. Big Hero 6. So we will go ahead and move to Amanda. Give her the opportunity to break the tie with her 2-point question.
And Amanda, that question is going to be in the category of the dark times. And your question is, in the film, who provided the voice of Bolt?
I have no idea. I don't even think I can name anybody.
No repeat?
Mm-mm.
Okay, we were looking for John Travolta.
Okay.
All right. So
Yeah, I never would have guessed that.
So going into the 3-point questions, we are still tied at 7.
Oh, isn't he
Right.
beating me at this point?
No,
No.
because
He
didn't
missed
get
his
a
2-pointer.
either.
That's mine. Too.
Oh, okay, got it.
All right, so we are still tied at 7 Going into Kevin's 3-point question. Kevin, you chose number 20, and that is the category of villains. I love when I get to read the question.
Let's do this.
All right. And your question. What is the name of Mother Gothel's signature villain song in Tangled?
Mother knows what's best. Mother knows best. Damn it. Final answer.
Mother Knows Best is correct. All right, for 3 points. All right, so with that, Kevin takes a 3-point lead, 10-7. Shooting it back to Amanda to answer back.
Absolutely. Let's see if she can tie it back up here with this question in the category of early Pixar.
Okay.
And the question is, in Cars, how many piston cups does Doc Hudson have?
Three piston cups.
And for 3 points, that is correct.
Correct. So Amanda ties it back up. Nail biter. Going in to the 5-point questions. Kevin, you are up first. You chose number 6 in the category of early classics and classics. Of course, the films from the 30s through the 50s. And your question. In the film, Snow White takes a nap on 3 of the dwarves' beds. Whose beds does Snow White fall asleep on?
All 3.
All 3. You got 20 seconds for this one. And 5.
Repeat the question.
All right, that's your last one. And your question. In the film, Snow White takes a nap on 3 of the dwarfs' beds. Whose beds does Snow White fall asleep on?
Grumpy, Doc, and Sleepy.
That is incorrect. We were looking for Happy, Sneezy, and Dopey. Tough question, of course, but comes down to Amanda's 5-pointer. If Amanda can answer this correctly, then she will win. However, if she misses, we will have a tied game and go into sudden death.
Ooh, could not have scripted this at all. But Amanda, let's see how we do with category number 10. Corresponds to mixed bag. So let's reach in and see what we find. The question is, in what year is Who Framed Roger Rabbit set during?
Ooh.
Indeed.
I don't know, 1944.
1944. is incorrect.
Oh man.
Awesome.
We were looking for 1947.
I was close. I got in the same decade. I'm happy.
I wish I could give you partial points for that.
So with that, we are going into sudden death. Anything can happen now, folks. All right, so let us go ahead and bring up the rules for sudden death. All right, sudden death. It's a lot like round number 1, except we don't tell you what the categories are for the questions. You got 15 seconds. You got to say your answers as well as write them down. They're worth 1 point. If at any point competitor gets a lead, game is over and they win. Competitors now have only 1 repeat and 1 challenge. All right, so we're good. We ready for this? All right, so going into sudden death. All right, and your first question in sudden death. What SNL alum provided the voice of Fear in Inside Out? Fear. I don't know if that would be the emotion I would want to voice. Cool would be a good one for me. You know, just overall amazingness. I don't know if that's really an emotion.
Maybe anger, full of hot air. That sounds like a good description for you.
I go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and Kevin.
I couldn't think of her name, so I'll put Amy Smart.
All right, and Amanda.
This was for Fear, correct?
Fear.
Okay. I don't know. I just guessed. I put Jimmy Fallon.
Both are incorrect. We were looking for Bill Hader.
No.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Hader. Yes. All right.
All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and move into our second question here. Everybody's still tied up. Anything can happen. Question number 2. What Pixar film is among acting legend Roddy McDowall's final role?
You seen much Roddy McDowall? I know he was in those Planet of the Apes movies.
Yes, I have seen a fair shake of his roles.
Yeah, he played a 1-episode villain in the old Batman 66 show.
Yes.
He was the bookworm. Pretty
Classic.
Good. 5,
Agreed.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's start with Amanda
Toy Story 2.
and Kevin.
Cars 3.
Actually, both of them are incorrect.
Really?
One of his final roles was for A Bug's Life.
Okay.
All right, so going into question number 3. In Lilo and Stitch, according to Lilo, what is so significant about the fish she feeds at the beginning of the film? Do you know any significant fish there, Megan? You hang around a lot of aquariums or anything?
Oh, I prefer to spend my time in the books versus
in the books. You
in
just,
the books. Yes,
hang-
I'm
like,
fully
hang around
immersed.
and play in books.
If that's the image you want to have in your head, that's perfectly fine. I could
You're the
care
one that
less.
said you were in books. 5, 3, 2, 1. All right, and Kevin.
I said their scales are magic.
All right, and Amanda.
Controls the weather.
And your winner, the Fairest, Amanda VanHiel. Yes, does indeed control the weather. And with that, Amanda ends a very exciting match, 11-10. But you guys go ahead and turn off your cameras. You'll come back in and talk for interviews. But I gotta say, as had some rough times here and there, but overall an exciting match. Went all the way into sudden death.
At any point, anything could have happened. Anyone could have taken the lead at any point. It was a very well matched between the competitors.
Absolutely. So we are going to go ahead and go into interviews, and of course, it's like he thinks I need a babysitter. The Flying Cow is doing the post interviews.
How what a pleasant relief. Nah.
All right. And we have here today the philosopher Kevin Poss, unfortunately not coming out with the win today, but still with a pretty decent showing. Kevin, how are you feeling after that match?
It was a tough match. The first round going back and forth like that is kind of emotional, like your head. You kind of wonder like what competitor are you getting, and then second round same way. Like the whole match was just that way. So I feel good. I didn't get as much study time as I wanted with my recent wedding, and and we went on our honeymoon and all that stuff. So it's been an action-packed last few months for me, and I haven't really gotten to watch as many Disney movies as I would like to. But I'm 500 in movie battles. I'm happy where I'm at, so I'm looking forward to the next one.
There you go. And I gotta say, no matter what happens, the endings of your matches are never boring.
This is
Either
true.
you get a TKO, you unfortunately get TKO'd, or it goes to sudden death.
There you go.
at the very least, you are keeping us all on our toes. So hats off for that. Any thoughts going forward for the rest of the season?
No, just a great job by Amanda, and good luck for her for the rest of the season. And maybe we'll meet back up in the tournament and see if because I feel like we're just really closely matched, and I think that we could put on another great performance.
Absolutely. Well, thanks again, Kevin. We'll see you later.
All right, thank you.
And here we have today's winner, the Fairest, Amanda VanHiel. Amanda, don't know if you've thought about this yet, but you broke the cycle.
Oh, that was the first thing I thought of.
In the positive way, the way you
Finally
want to end a cycle like that. you now have a 2-game winning streak. How are you feeling about that, especially after such a kind of close, intense match?
That was an intense match. That was very nerve-wracking. It's like I feel like I can breathe now. I got lucky. Like it just happened that he missed questions that I knew.
Sure.
And like I had some hard questions, and I feel like had I picked the numbers that he did, I would have like won and been fine. Sure. But I think what saved me is just him missing the first couple in the sudden death, and that's how I managed to win. So I mean, we're clearly like same level. I just happened to get the one that I knew.
Yeah. So I mean, with that, like I said, you got the 2-game winning streak now. This actually brings you closer and closer to another number 1 contendership possibility.
Yeah.
What do you, you got a couple matches before you get there, but what do you think about that possibility of possibly, going towards the championship again?
That would be awesome. Now that I've broken my streak, I feel like anything's possible, right?
Absolutely. The sky is the limit. Well, I gotta say, Amanda, it's always amazing to have you here. And great to see you pull out the victory, break that streak, and end up on the positive side of things. And looking forward to seeing what you bring next time.
Thank you. It's always fun to come play.
No problem. So yeah, we had a match like the cow said. Amanda moves forward with a 2-game winning streak. Philosopher, gonna take a little time, regroup, come back even stronger. Not as good as me, but stronger. Got some pretty strong competitors there, I think.
I say absolutely. As I said, they were very closely matched throughout this entire one, and I'm very excited to see what they are able to do up next. Again, big congrats to Amanda for breaking her current streak, and we'll see how things go moving forward. But Kevin's no slouch. I think he's learned some mistakes maybe that he made in preparation for this one, and I think he's going to come back strong in the next one.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, that's the match. We got more coming. So keep a lookout for those, but we're done for now. So it's been your pleasure, and bye-bye.
Moo.